What is going on here?
30 seconds.
What is it? Oh, how did that get over there?
You talking about when football? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Happy Thursday, y'all. And the word says, but he giveth more grace whereth he saith. God register the proud, but giveth grace to the humble. If in fact you are not humble yet, Thanksgiving can really put the spirit of the Lord within you. Y'all, we are on the week before Thanksgiving. So let's get our hearts right, our minds right, and our food right. On Thanksgiving Thursday, I always give you tips so that whenever you have guests over and you are like confused as to how you should handle them, well, we're going to give you some tips. Of course, it's your girl, Tamara Fair, on the air, and I'm proudly posted in the studio with the Brunch Bunch. What's up, y'all? Well, you know what? I am excited about Thanksgiving. Who else is excited about Thanksgiving? Someone say, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I can't tell. That didn't sound too good. We're going to try that again. Somebody turn to your neighbor and say, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
That's a little bit better. So, you know what? I want to know what your Thanksgiving plans are. I know we don't have but a week left, but people are preparing. People are going out of town. And you know what? It didn't come a moment too soon because people were really afraid to fly because of the government shutdown and all of the impact that it had on air travel, right? So people have been opting to drive. Well, you know what? Driving is not, it's not a bad situation, but keep it locked. We got more resources for you right here on the Brunch Bunch. I'm about to go into a cough and fit. I need some something. I brought this for you because I wanted you to show me how to do this, and I left the other part in the car. Yes. It goes on to the continued support. Donate online at myjack.org. That's myjack, MIJAC.org. Or yeah, but it's something else downstairs. I'll bring it tomorrow because first aid supplies, canned food, and generators at Chatham Community Center or Agape Kingdom Generation Church in Skokie. No. Who wants to steal ice cream? 7:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. Who wants to steal ice cream? No, I mean on the real. Like, what were you taking out of there?
Right, who wants to steal ice cream, bro? So what did he do? I tell you about those security cameras. He gave up those security cameras.
I do not like this new update. I don't like it at all. It's terrible. That's why we created Leaders Network Financial in partnership with Great Lakes. Dang. A community-driven, member-owned credit union where people come first. They have a joint customer. Is that? Lower loan rates. Oh, that's early. Why would they do that? I mean, literally, that's nuts.
There's always a reason, bro. I'm sure. So we can have it for no reason and help you get started. I just hope it wasn't a customer. Like that's the worst. Every morning hours, Sean Michelle's ice cream. Network Financial in partnership with Great Lakes Credit Union, serving people, not profits.
Hey everybody, this is LaShawn K. Ford with some exciting news from Ford.
How much freedom you talking?
Not the Illinois State.
Freedom is everything. Yeah, how much freedom you talking?
To win.
They asked Lucci. They said, if you were to go to jail for 2 years and get out, and all of the cloud and all the money and everything, would you do it? 2 years
for money? Yes. Cloud.
Cloud equals money.
I mean, it can.
Where is my story that I wanted?
Definitely can.
Is the guest on the line?
I wouldn't expect that.
Huh?
What time are they supposed to call?
Yeah, what time is it?
12:10.
Nobody's called.
We're ready to win this race.
Can you ask Adam how? Because she was supposed to be on. She can't be on the StreamYard and be on and not be on the phone, right?
Isn't something you wait for.
She would have to
call Adam and ask him how they set that up. In the meantime, we'll just keep it going.
So you want to wait in the row or?
Yeah, I got it.
So we go in the row?
Call and ask her. Yeah, we can go in the row.
Call 773-413-7774 today. Let's start a conversation.
Okay, you put one song. I'm trying to find this thing.
What matters most, your family.
I don't
Call
see it.
773-413-7774.
Because I'm trying to find something so important.
Honoring life, supporting families,
Huh?
and
You
strengthening
don't know
communities.
what to call you. I can call.
She's in Zimbabwe, honey.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? The best way to reach new customers is by getting
You don't think you got that?
And there's no better place than right here on the Brunch Bunch.
Okay,
With thousands of listeners tuning in every day from 12 to 1.
You know what? You might have to call.
$13.90.
What's up, people? Hey, Letitia.
Adam said he told her to call in around 12:05.
And he gave her the number? Oh, because you know what? They thought it was 12:05 Eastern Standard Time. So we just, maybe they mixed it up.
The Brunch Bunch, where business, culture, and community come together.
Okay, let me hear this. Where is it? No, it's not.
He thought it's $1 billion company. So hey.
Don't pay me no. Matter of fact, they get me pretty good. Right? Pretty much free work.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Right here. This is insane right here. Just play a few lines of this. If you play one more of these type of songs, just ever, if I'm on the radio by myself or with some people, I promise you, I'm taking this pen right here and I'm gonna draw on your face.
Song right there. That's
Exactly.
I'm not a fan of the throwbacks anyway.
Is today Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to throw back just to the 80s. just to the 80s. That's it. Hey, LeVar. They do not all sound like this. I promise you.
Man, this is on either at a funeral or they getting baptized.
He said he told her to call, so we're gonna have to text the girl. Do you have girl's number?
Yeah.
Tell him to send you girl's number because I can't get up.
I'm
What's up, Stu? What'd you say?
He talking about slaves. He said that.
Not Negro spiritual songs. You know what?
He said the throwback songs is like the 2000s.
I mean, that is true. We are 20 plus years removed from 2000s. It's considered throwback now.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
25 years. And about to be 26 years. So it is kind of throwbackish. This is way, way back though.
That's what I was saying. This is
Okay, I'm gonna need you to fade it.
In the row, let's go.
On the Brunch Bunch.
So just when I thought that the most heinous thing that could happen was the family that got brutally beaten up at the grammar school by a mob of young kids aging from 4th graders to 8th graders, here comes the second piece. A brutal and vicious blue line attack leads to terrorism charge after a woman was set on fire. Federal authorities say 50-year-old Lawrence Reed, who was arrested at least 40 times, had no business being on the streets, but is now charged with setting a woman on fire on the blue line in Chicago, Illinois. Federal authorities say a man with no business again approached a 26-year-old woman scrolling through her phone on the CTA blue line train Monday night, doused her with gasoline, and then proceeded to set her on fire. Now Reed faces a terrorism charge never before brought in Chicago's federal court. U.S. Attorney Andrew Boutros said Wednesday. Well, Reed has been arrested at least 40 times since 1993, court records show. Now, of course, if you've been arrested that many times, you are a serial whatever you are, and you need some reformation, but you definitely do not need to be on the street. So the brutal and vicious blue line attack was captured on surveillance video that's likely to be made public very soon, Boutros said. And he told reporters that even as she was on the ground trying to put herself out and is rolling on the ground, desperately trying to put herself out, no one came to her aid until she was able to get off the train to the platform. When Reed appeared before U.S. Magistrate Judge Laura McNally on Wednesday. He wore handcuffs and a white covering over his mouth. He shouted over the judge, "I plead guilty. I plead guilty. I plead guilty." And he insisted he wanted to represent himself in that case. And so when informed of the charge against him, Reed said incredulously, "Terrorism? Is that my charge?" But then after McNally told him he faced a maximum of life in prison, he replied, "It's cool. It's cool. It's cool." Everything he says in triplicate. So McNally set the detention hearing for Friday morning after the prosecutor argued Reed should be detained to protect the public and ensure that he doesn't flee. That hearing, if it goes forward, could lead to the public airing of the surveillance footage of the attack. I want to see that attack on footage. I want to see it, and then I don't want to see it because, and it's not clear. Well, maybe, as we go on, it's not clear what the state of the victim is. But McNally also said Reed should undergo a mental health evaluation. You think? And he has been in custody since his arrest, Chicago police say on Tuesday. He's allegedly yelled, "Burn, burn him alive," and then start mentioning expletive deletes. The case is reminiscent of the stabbing death of the 23-year-old Irna Zatuski on the commuter train in Charlotte, North Carolina, which also led to federal charges against the man with a long criminal history. And though Reed currently faces life in prison in the Chicago case, he could become eligible for the death penalty if the victim dies. So if the victim is still alive. And so Christopher Ammon, Chicago special agent in charge of the Bureau of ATF, Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosive, also told reporters that the local victim is in critical condition. Ammon also insisted that Reed had, again, no business on the street. Now, if I recall, these are the things that Trump sent the army here to protect, right? Where are they when you need them? That's all I got to say. Think about that. I'm asking for every one of you all. I know prayer warriors, you're out there. I know you're out there all over the world listening to us. Please send your prayers up for the young lady who got burned on the train Monday night, and ask God for a healing like no other doctor can do. Y'all, we'll be right back. Keep it locked right here on the Brunch Bunch. Is that crazy? Is that crazy or what?
There's been a lot of crazy things on the train.
Yeah, but throwing people on the tracks on the third rail, they sizzling like, because that's that electric rail. Or did they elevate that now?
I know the trains. There's a lot going on in the train.
So the apostle, she's on the stream.
Huh?
She's on the stream yard. She said, "Call me." I think she's
Apostle Verl?
No.
Apostle Petunia?
Mm-hmm. She's there. She's on
but she has to call in, so you got to let her know. Can you put?
I told Adam.
Can you tell her on the StreamYard to call in and give her the number again?
What you supposed to do if you see somebody bad kids acting bad?
But here's the thing about that. Nobody helped her, and I guess they were probably afraid of the fire. I mean, he torched her with gasoline. He would be afraid, but you can put fire out with coats and different things. You don't necessarily have to have water.
Gas, gas fire though.
You can't put it out with just a regular fire. Yeah,
oil fire maybe.
Yeah, but not no gas.
The gas gonna explode any second.
Yeah.
The gas is going to explode.
Yeah.
If the gas doesn't explode on a person, the gas is ignited.
Once gas hit flame,
it's over.
Well, that's how she got set on fire, because the flame, he put the torch to her, already doused her in gasoline.
So you gonna try to put it out. That's on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Hey Aziz, hey Newski gang. Thank you so much for joining us today. I can't even believe, you know what? Like you said, a lot of things have been happening on the L's and public transportation, and not just in Chicago, but around the country. And you gotta keep your head on a swivel when you're around. Now, she's looking at her phone. I suggest put your phones up when you're on public transportation, right? And if you're in your car, it's already illegal for you to be on your phone when you're in the car and you're driving. Hello, Apostle.
Hey,
I can't hear you.
Africa.
I hope you can hear me, but you won't be able to hear me because
Greetings from
you're
Africa.
on StreamYard, but you have
All the
to
way
call
from Zimbabwe.
in. I can hear her now. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes,
All
I've
the
been
way from
hearing you
South.
clearly.
Now, that's not going to interfere when we start the interview, right? Awesome. Thank you so much. I know it was a mix up with the time. Finally, we got it together. And you know what? All the way from Zimbabwe, I want to thank you. Am I saying that correctly? Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, yes,
Zimbabwe.
Africa.
Okay, awesome.
From the sunshine city of Harare.
Harare.
Yes.
Are you all able to test and make sure that we have good audio when she actually comes on?
Is she gonna call?
Okay, you have to call, Apostle. If they provided you the number, you got to call that number.
Do you have another
I must call that number.
Call that number. You got to call it from your phone if that's something that we can. Do you have a land? If she has a landline, that's.
I mean, if she can't be on StreamYard and be on the phone.
Yeah,
that's. So once you call, I want you to once you call and you get connected, I want you to disconnect StreamYard because it'll interfere. Okay?
No, for real.
Okay?
Play another song so she can move on.
No, I got something to do. I got a story to tell.
Let's try that. But if it's regular calling, it will not do that.
It won't do that?
No, it won't do that. Only
can
WhatsApp
you do it on,
calling.
Can we take a call on WhatsApp?
Yes, WhatsApp calling is perfect.
We got 10 seconds now. You want to play more songs?
No, I want you to go in. You all can do that together.
Where's the action, Jackson?
I'll tell you what's going on.
Well, of course, I'm not Action Jackson, but I'm filling in for him and still your girl, Tamara Fair. And the action is right here in Chicago. Christmas in the wards, uplifting communities. Thanksgiving dinner giveaway is all going down on Friday. That's tomorrow at Kennedy King College Gymnasium. That's 6301 South Halsted, 4 to 7 p.m. Hot to go meals prepared by S2 Grill. Let me tell you something. I have had S2 food, and it is delicioso. They are giving away some of the best gifts for Thanksgiving. Winter coats, turkey giveaways, Chicago resources to assist those in need. And guess who's going to be there, y'all? Comedian Mike Epps and special guest, Mayor Brandon Johnson. So this is being sponsored by Black Men United, In His Hands Resource Center Incorporated, Crave, IHBC, MSA. All of this is going down tomorrow at Kennedy King College. So Christmas in the Wards has been around for a very long time. They've distributed more than $15,000 in emergency food assistance in recent years, and the giving continues tomorrow from 4 to 7. So make sure you put that on your calendars. S2 Grill is providing the food, and shout out to all of the sponsors who have contributed to these turkeys. Now, sometimes people say, well, you give us these raw turkeys, but we're homeless and we do not have a place to actually cook them. We are asking for kitchens to put their resources out there for people who do not have stoves or kitchens. If you can give us, put it in our inboxes on our socials and give us your location as to where people who do not have kitchens can come and get their turkeys cooked. We appreciate you. And speaking of giving during the Thanksgiving season, and of course, you know, the holidays warms people's hearts and their pockets. Tomorrow it is going down. We have been advertising this and collecting for about 3 weeks now. Our Jamaica Relief Coalition is finally ready to ship its first shipment of goods and services. Well, not services yet, but goods over to the island. Tomorrow, the pickup at 8800 South Stony Island is going down, as well as it is going to be picked up by Anderson Moving and Storage, who have volunteered their trucks, their talent, and we're going to be filming everything. So you can look on our socials, and you can always follow me at Tammy T Fair on Instagram or on my Facebook at Tamara Fair, and you will see exactly where we're going. Now, a lot of people do not trust when they donate. I promise you, we will follow this from the beginning to the end. We've got so many donations. It's not too late to donate. Take your donations over to 8800 South Stony Island at Chatham Community Center upstairs. And we have volunteers there today to receive it. They're putting all of the inventory in a manifest so that we know exactly what we're sending over. It's going to the warehouse that has been provided by Pastor Dr. John Abercrombie at Zoe Ministries. And it is in conjunction with State Representative LaShawn K. Ford and the Jamaican Consulate right here in Chicago. It's Esquire Lester Barclay. And shout out to Christian Stratton, who has done an amazing job at orchestrating this entire effort. So, y'all, that's what's going on today. And I hope to tell you some more as we continue. Y'all, we're talking about prayer warriors and people who are being put on the prayer list. I also want you to put the people on the prayer list in our socials today. And we're going to definitely shout them out today. And for a very long time, not just today, tomorrow, and for the next 72 hours. Y'all keep it locked right here on the Brunch Bunch.
Adam said, talking to Vera. Vera, she's calling.
Girls calling who?
That's who was calling you.
I can't get it though. Can you call her? But Burl got to call the station. So tell Burl to call that number.
About 2 years ago,
Huh?
I can call.
I had a chance
You
to
can
go
call
back
Burl?
home
If she can call your phone,
and
then
visit with
I can
my
just call
family.
that number.
That's Burl. She's stateside.
And we had
But the Apostle Petunia, she's in Zimbabwe.
dinner there, and after the dinner,
So tell
Soul to soul, what's going on? Hey, Tanya, what's up, Reggie Banks? Aziz Morrison, hello.
So tell Vera to call the station.
Tell Burl to call the station and then hook up the
and
apostle.
I asked my
Yeah.
granddad.
But both
if
of them
he
are
would-
apostles.
After dinner
No,
was over, I
I'm
asked
saying
him if he
Adam
would come out on
telling
the
me,
front
tell her.
porch.
You say tell her to call the station.
You
and
got
sit
Burl's
down and
number?
talk to me.
No, I can ask Adam for it.
Yeah, please do.
Well, we
Still
got
I'm
on
trying
the
to
front porch. and I
Soul to
said, "Daddy,
soldiers. Yeah. Oh, you know what?
would
I
you
got
sing
something
me one
so
of those
important to
old
tell
songs you
people.
used to sing?" Yeah, my granddad had gotten a little old, and he didn't really know what I was talking about. So I thought if I would sing one of those old songs, it would refresh his mind.
Somebody.
There goes somebody. Okay,
This
perfect.
song that went something like this. Y'all remember this? In my
Hello, 1390. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Apostle Burl, calling on behalf of Apostle Petunia, who's on the StreamYard, waiting for Tamara.
It's not gonna work, Burl. It's not gonna work on StreamYard. She gotta call in. So can you put her on your phone?
No, because that's what I'm trying to explain. She only has WhatsApp, and I was trying to put her on my phone, but she only has WhatsApp. That's how they work, in Africa. So she doesn't. She is on there. I've been telling her since I thought it was an hour early, so I've been texting her from a funeral. So I know she's sitting on
Y'all,
there.
that's exactly how Dietrich didn't get on, because y'all thought it was an hour early.
No. It was me. I've been at a funeral, and I was sitting at a funeral trying to make sure I kept up with the time with me. So, but we're an hour ahead. So
Right.
She's on there. She came on time.
Okay, so ask her to get back on StreamYard. That way she can see it. We will not be able to talk to her. You will be talking on her behalf, okay?
Okay, no problem. I thought.
Stay on the line though, Burl, because you're going to be. Can we turn? Okay, so stay on the line because we're going to be asking you questions on her behalf, and.
So I can't call WhatsApp. I'm gonna text her and tell her to get back on, because if I call, that's gonna cut you off. So
Okay.
I'll just text her and tell her get on StreamYard, but I'll stay on.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, Style Brand, Dawn, what's happening? I'm waving to you guys. So Adam is out today, so I'm gonna wave to you myself. I love it.
How much time you want? We got 2 on the song, but we got commercials. How much time you want?
Commercials. Go to commercials, because that way it'll give them.
Representative LaShawn K. Ford. And I'm Lester Barclay, Honorary Consul of Jamaica. Hurricane Melissa, the strongest storm in 174 years, has devastated Jamaica. As airports reopen and families reconnect, Jamaica needs our continued support. Donate online at myjack.org. That's myjack, MIJAC.org. Or drop off supplies like tarps, first aid supplies, canned food, and generators at Chatham Community Center or Agape Kingdom Generation Church in Skokie. Chatham Community Center at 8800 South Stony Island, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. Or the Agape Kingdom Generation Church in Skokie, 7520 Skokie Boulevard, Monday through Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call 773-373-8988. One Jamaica, one Midwest.
Be fabulous.
Right. My homie is well, he my landlord.
Be outspoken.
Give me enough
Be family. Be different. Be Crease.
Crease, a new luxury brand from Tamara Fair. Crease comes in 2 distinct fragrances, the sensual Pure Royale and the alluring Forbidden Kiss.
Can you find out if the Board of Reviews office filings are different in different townships for taxes?
Are you ready to make a clean home?
Yes, it's different. Find out if it's different.
Yeah, if the due dates are different in different areas, different townships. Okay, perfect.
Specializing in first-time home buyers with programs as low as 1% down. Whether you're buying your first home or refinancing for better rates.
Is Real ready or no?
Experience.
Yeah, she ready.
She is ready?
Every step of the way.
I mean, she's gonna hold on.
Can you ask her if she's ready?
9002 today.
Because if she's ready, I'll bring her in. If not, I got something else.
Hey, bro, you ready?
909.
I'm ready. I even was trying to come in on StreamYard so I could be there with you and what she's saying. But yeah, I'm
No, you can't be on.
All right, we got about 20
I
seconds.
told her to hold on. She's still on StreamYard holding on. I thought I had to speak on her behalf.
She's on StreamYard now.
We got 20 seconds, everybody.
Need that perfect fit? Call them at 773-966-4383. That's 773-966-4383. And tell them Action Jackson sent you.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I'm probably posted in the studio with the Brunch Bunch. What's up, y'all? It is Throwback Thursday, but we're not throwing it back today. We're throwing it forward. And on the line, we have a Brunch Bunch favorite, Apostle Dr. Vero Howard. She is a graduate of Fisk University, a distinguished member of Alpha Kappa Alpha, and my soror prayer warrior. And anytime that I need any prayer warriors, I call Vero because she got her finger on the pulse and the 1-800 number to God. Vero, welcome back to the show.
Today, we've been trying to get this awesome woman of God on here all the way from Zimbabwe, and I thank you all for having us on here today live.
We are excited about what you all are doing for global people all over the world. You know, when people put their hearts into their mission, it starts to change things. And when you ask God into the midst, it starts to change things for the better. So today on the Brunch Bunch, we are honored to welcome Apostle Commissioner Petunia Chrissy Syria, an internationally recognized speaker, author, entrepreneur, and global ministry leader. With more than 40 years in ministry, she has carried a powerful prophetic and apostolic anointing across nations, rising leaders and transforming lives through faith, education, and family restoration. Because she is all the way in Zimbabwe, Apostle Vero is going to speak for her. But for those of you who are on our socials, particularly on Facebook, you will get to see this awesome woman of God. But let's welcome both of them to the show. Vero, you guys got something exciting. You are praying for an inordinate amount of hours. Let's talk about that.
Oh, yes. On Friday, November the 21st and 22nd, we have a global international 24-hour prayer visual where leaders like Apostle Petunia Cherry will be
Yes, man.
Yes, and other countries such as Zimbabwe, where Apostle Chair Fury is from. We have Ghana, we have the UK, we have Puerto Rico, we have St. Mark, we have St. Kitts, we have Stevens, we have Tortola, we have Toledo, and we have the USA all uniting together to pray for 24 hours non-stop. 6 a.m. Friday morning, they kick it off, and I'm closing it at 6 a.m. Me and Apostle from Guyana, a doctor from Guyana. We're doing a closing prayer that Saturday from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. live.
Now, you know what, Apostle Verl? We got some of the best prayer warriors in our listening audience. And for those who want to join you and all of these prayer greats, how do they join?
Oh, wow. Well, we're going to be a lot of places. We're going to, when it come on the Facebook Live for one place, it's going to be there. It's going to be on Pick TV Live. It's going to be on WCGR TV Live. It's going to be in various countries for 24 hours around the clock on their radio and TV station. And it'll be partially on my YouTube Live. But it's a host of places. I am going to put the links up on my Facebook page. So no matter where anybody is in the world, they should be able to chime in.
Well, that is amazing that you have so many outlets for people to join. But give us your Facebook handle.
Oh, okay. My Facebook handle is Apostle Verl, Verl, Howard, and everything. I'm branded. My IG, my TikTok, everything is
She said, I'm branded.
Yes.
So that is awesome, Verl. So if for you, you know, it's so many people that are in need of prayer. People that are in need of prayer don't even know they're in need of prayer. If you have ailments, if you're mentally challenged, if something's going on in your family, home with your children, your spouses, if anything that seems a little bit off, you are in need of prayer. If everything is going well, guess what? You are in need of prayer. So you want to join Apostle Vera Howard on her Facebook Live, her YouTube, and Pick TV, WBGR TV. All of this is live. Now let's get into Apostle Petunia's background, Verl. She has a book, 12 Foundations of Marriage. Now, usually when people are married, they go through some issues. Now, sometimes those issues work themselves out or God works them out, but she has given a guidepost in conjunction with the Bible, because if you really are a believer, you know that God gives you every recipe to save your marriage. But let's talk about that book for a while. Do you know about the book?
I know she has the book. I haven't been blessed to be able to read it, but I know that she is a mother, and I know that she had a very, very successful marriage up until the time, unfortunately, she lost her husband. I had the opportunity of knowing him, an awesome man of God. And when you saw the two of them, you saw ministry. You saw marriage ministry. You saw a team that was tag teaming. You saw two people that shared the same vision. And you saw one. When you saw one, you saw the other. You know, so I know that she knows about the foundational principles of marriage, because I saw for myself a successful marriage from her, and I wish she could really talk about this. She's an awesome woman of God. I hope she could come back on. I told her, call me on Facebook, call me on something else. You don't hear her voice, but
just to have her from the motherland is just an honor for us. And again, if you guys are tuning in on our socials on Facebook, you can see this awesome woman, and literally they are just hours away from a 24-hour prayer vigil that is not going to stop. They say, well, the Bible says that when two or more come together, God is in the midst. Well, these are millions or more. So I can assume that God has cleared his schedule for this.
Yes. And, I'm so excited because I'm going to ask you, Tamara, and your listeners to really pray for us, because we've had, the enemy has been fighting us. And I'm just going to be candid with you. He's been fighting us. Yesterday, Apostle Chair Silvery, she had an interview scheduled, with you guys. And we know what happened with that situation technologically. But she had another interview scheduled, and the solar system in Zimbabwe went out.
Oh, wow.
Internet. out. Another one of my prayer warriors from Trinidad, Apostle Modest, she almost died 2 days ago choking. Her skin turned purple, eyes went back. We have another one that got COVID. We have another. I mean, it's been the enemy has been fighting us on every hand, trying to keep us from doing this prayer visual because we're talking about shifting nations, globe. Because it's very hard to get pastors together on one accord. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
We have pastors who unselfishly sacrificing, doing their fasting and everything, and said, I want to pray on behalf of the world. I want to pray on behalf of my country. I want to touch and agree with my other brothers and sisters from around the world, other leaders. And these are people who have the voice of God that they carry in their belly. So I'm so excited about what's about to go down, but keep us in prayer.
Absolutely, Vero. And you know what? We've talked about a few things that families may be going through, but through you and your prayer warriors that are actually going to be on this 24-hour prayer vigil, we are talking about things that like navigating trauma, loss, spiritual disconnection, and how the enemy will fight against you when you're trying to get closer to God. Now, I know that you have helped me and a lot of our sorors and just people, period, get back on track and back in alignment. What do you expect from this 24-hour vigil and how is it going to impact the world?
First and foremost, I want you to say what you just said so eloquently to my email so we can put that on the prayer list. How about that?
How about that? That's so sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're expecting worldwide breakthrough, worldwide healing, worldwide unity. This is why the Lord is calling it the leaders unite to pray, because there's too much division in the body of Christ. We're expecting worldwide salvation. People are going to hear us praying and say, how can I get to know this God? We're expecting marriages to be mended back together. You were talking about marriages earlier. We're expecting a child to throw down a gun and say, I don't want to be a gangbanger no more. We're expecting people in the hospital to get healed and be able to get up out of their sick bed. We're expecting somebody who's caught up in sex trafficking to say, you know what, this ain't for me. This not for me. So we're expecting those type of things where a lot of sex trafficking, child abuse going on across the globe. And we're, especially in some of the islands that will be praying, they're having a big problem with sex trafficking right now among the youth. So we're expecting somebody to hear who's even involved in that type of activity to say, you know what, I need Jesus. We're expecting, the unity to just spread. So, I mean, I could just go on and on and on and on. I know we don't have enough time for that. But
we got a little bit more time, though. For something this important, we got a little bit more time to give attention to it.
Amen. The Lord told me that this was kingdom history. There was going to be a kingdom shift. God told me that when some of them were praying, the diseases were going to drop out of people, on people, blind eyes were going to open up. Prime example, the young lady who was doing our flyer, when she started our flyer, her hands, she couldn't feel her hands. She couldn't feel her face. She couldn't feel her legs. She couldn't talk. She couldn't get up and move. The enemy tried to attack her to keep her from even doing the flyer. So she was able somehow to slur into her phone and tell her phone to text me. And she slurred and she said, I need prayer. And so I was able to call some of the prayer warriors who were praying on this event to pray with her. So she could just even move her toe. And while we were praying with her, she said the heat of God came on her hands, came on her toes, came on her legs, came on her brain. And she said she got a testimony, a report just days ago. She sent me because that next day, after one of the prayer warriors said, pick up your mat and walk. She got up when she couldn't feel her legs. She got up when she couldn't feel her hands. She got up and she started talking. She called me the next morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Your flyer's done.
Not like nothing happened.
Like nothing ever happened. And she said, I don't know what type of prayers went forth from those prayer warriors that you got. So I never had nobody intercede on one accord like that. Those people are playing. So we're looking for people to get up off their bed, come out of a paralytic state, come out of a lame state, come out of a state of a mind that's being tormented, of a mind that's confused, come out of being hopeless, come out of being depressed, come out of being grieved. That widow out there that's sad
Well, that is profound. And you said it so, as to use your word, so eloquently. Now, you know what I heard out of everything that you said? I heard that there were families in need of restoration, youth in need of empowerment, and you and your warriors are doing your part. And what is some of the biggest challenges families are facing and young people are facing right now? And how can the church, the global church, I might add, respond to these challenges?
I think it's a lack of a true identity as to how wonderful they really are. I'm serious. They don't really, they're so confused, they're so discombobulated, they can be manipulated and they're representing Fidentia, they're representing St. Kitts and Nevis, her and her husband. We have a lot. It's Elder D.C. metropolitan area. We have ambassadors. We have a couple of ambassadors. We have Ambassador Bassio Bosman. He is representing the UK. Glory to God. Yes, we have Apostle Francois. He is representing Antigua, Barbuda, and Montserrat. He has a radio and TV station there. I mean, it's just so many. We have Reverend Dr. Kay Morris representing Canada. She's an African queen, and she's representing Canada. And we have Apostle Jerome Bowie. His wife recently, we know he's a prayer warrior. His wife recently had 4 strokes, and she was out to dinner with us this past Sunday. Matter of fact, he followed me while I'm talking about him. He's representing the Maryland area, and it's incredible. The Miss Pastor Carol, Tijuana Carol, she's representing the North Carolina area. I mean, they're coming from all over.
I see. Seems like you've represented the entire world. I didn't hear Asia and I didn't hear Australia.
Well, you know what? We had somebody from Asia and Japan, but we weren't able. They're in Egypt. We weren't able to have them right now. So we do have another prophetic prayer vigil coming up in December, and that one will encompass singers, national recording artists, media people like yourself, and also a few pastors. So we're going to get Asia on the next one.
Well, you know what? Divine intervention will cover Asia and Australia because you have a master lineup of prayer warriors. Verl, I am so excited about this. And again, if you want to join Verl and her band of believers who are praying for the world, please join her tomorrow. It starts at 6 a.m. on Friday. Apostle Verl Howard on Facebook, and of course her YouTube channel is also Apostle Verl Howard. Verl, I thank you so much. Please give a very gracious thank you to all of the pastors and all of the prophets that have agreed to do this 24-hour vigil around the globe. And to Apostle Petunia, thank you so much for joining us all the way from Zimbabwe. We will talk to you again tomorrow, Verl. We thank you so much and we love you. Y'all, this is amazing. Did you hear all of those countries that were being represented in prayer? And you know what? Each and every one of them needed. Now, let me tell you something. Today, we've been talking about this tax situation like crazy. And I just want to give you a resource right quick because tomorrow, for many of the townships, tomorrow is the deadline for us to actually appeal those taxes. If in fact, I know it's short notice, but still, you got time today and you got time all tomorrow to actually go on and appeal your taxes. So the Board of Review office is filing deadline for the Hyde Park Township is Friday, November the 25th. And that's tomorrow. And so if you do not have someone to represent you, you can get an attorney. My attorney is going to be David Richard Shapiro, and you can use him as well. But I would suggest that you find someone that you're comfortable with. Go down to the Board of Review's office of filing. The deadline is tomorrow, y'all. These taxes are outrageous. We cannot just sit by and do nothing. And speaking of not sitting by, it's time for us to get out of here. We're not going to be sitting. We always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them. Show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love. Land on love. I love you, Brunch Bunch.
You love you, Tammy.
Believers, we love you, baby Eminem. We love and are praying for you. Y'all, Mariah, I love you. Stay optimistic. Tomorrow, guys, if your taxes are outrageous like mine and the rest of Cook County, definitely go to the Board of Review. Did you find out if their different townships has different deadlines?
Yeah. It says dates and property tax due dates varies independently by county and township.
So tomorrow is Hyde Park. That's the due date for Hyde Park. And other townships are different due dates. Go on the Board of Review, find out where you live, when your deadline is, and you want to appeal those taxes, y'all. It's too much. It's way too much. People will start losing their homes. They will start really being panicky. And this is not the season for that. We're supposed to be in festive season. So do something about it. We got some more resources, some more call to actions that are coming up. So I definitely want you to stay tuned to the Brunch Bunch because we are not reactive. we're reacting right now, but we are proactive and we are definitely solution based show. So we'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Happy Thursday.